So in my last video, I showed you a little bit about what you need in order to be prepared with the right tools for an inspection. Today, I'm going to give you a little inside tip on what kind of notes you need to take while you're at the inspection. Now, everyone's going to do this a little bit different, but the main thing is that you get something that works for you. Hi, I'm Kristen Taylor. I'm the recruiting director at Coastal Claim Services, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of insider tips on how to take good scope notes when you are at an inspection. Now, the first thing I wanted to point out is that if you work for a larger company, they might have something already in place that you can fill out. I find that those are very good if you're helping someone else estimate and they have a routine that they want to follow. But if you're going back and writing the estimate yourself, you want a routine and notes that you can understand. And you also want to be thorough, but you're going to be in kind of an environment where there's a lot going on. So usually the insured's speaking to you, pointing things out. And so you're taking notes as you go. Okay, so here is the clipboard. It has the papers locked down because, of course, the wind always wants to blow them away. This is great because it has a place for you to hold papers that you're not using. But the main thing I wanted to show you here today is a note-taking system. I always use graph papers. Some people use their iPads. I may evolve to that. But basically, as I'm walking around the house and asking questions, the age of the roof, the age of the home, some policy information, the areas where I see damage, and my FE and RE means front elevation, rear elevation. The front door, that means I'm going to have a picture of the front door showing the damage. I probably should have had some measurements here. Stucco, looks like it's in the front left elevation and the right elevation. And in the garage door, we have the overhead door, the back entry insulated door. And this is from Hurricane Ian, so there was massive damages. And then the screen, they have a lot of the doors over on the West Coast. The garage doors had these screen enclosure type sliding doors on the front. I know I'm going to need to reset some shutters, and again, the fascia at the right elevation. So this just goes on and on. Now here on the fence, I do have the right elevation. That means 8 panels, 10 panels, 14 panels. There's 1 gate and 1 full gate. Gutters, 12 foot of damage, and then downspouts, the black right elevation. So what I'm trying to show you here is that these different abbreviations allow for me to indicate the areas that we're looking for damages. Now here's one way you can take notes. The bath, I measured at 411 by 10, and I know I have ceiling insulation damage, and it is in the mold report.